There's so much that's been going on. It's been chaos here at Fifth Ray, and I just want to just tell you everything that's been going on behind the scenes. And there's been a lot of exciting things for me as a founder, from like going from the point of like, if you rewind from August last year when I was in this room, in fact, just probably at the sample stage, sampling different blends to see the right one that I wanted to move forward with, which then became Cosmic Hue. But let's just kind of go back to the 13th of June. 13th of June this year was the last time I uploaded a video, so I aim to do these videos far more frequently than that. And today is the 9th, or is it the 10th of August? 10th of August 2024. And I'm just going to go through everything that's been happening because I want to share the journey with you all. And you're all a big part of this journey with the Fifth Ray, what's going on behind the scenes and at the forefront. So just shortly after we filmed the last episode 34, we went to our first outdoor event. It was called Wellnergy, which is in Wimbledon Park in Wimbledon, London. This is a story in itself. So my co-founder Gurge, the co-founder with me on Fifth Ray, he has an exact replica of the A-Team van, the A-Team van from the 1980s TV show, the A-Team, which is really cool, but it's a cool novelty to have. So we was like, we can use this as a marketing kind of gimmick to take to this event. So we like booked a spot where we can just park this van rather than having a normal stall and showing Fifth Ray and discussing it. We were like, let's be different. And we nearly didn't make it like on this pitch. Like we've gone through the lengths of traveling all the way there and booking this pitch, but we was mega late to to it basically. We was meant to be there between like 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning, and where we were staying was probably like, I think it was 2 hours, hour and a half, where you got the London traffic, so it's probably quicker, it's just the traffic. We didn't set off till about 9 o'clock. We got there about 11 o'clock in the morning when it's already started. Like everyone's all set up, everyone's already like, the customers are coming in, the people attending the outdoor festival, and we're just rocking up, and the security was not letting us in. It was a torrential rain at that point as well. We was like, is there a way we can get out of this? Like, can we get our money back? Like, what should we do? And we're just trying to find reasons to try and not go to it now because it was raining and we thought we're super late, it's not going to be fruitful. So anyways, we pull up and the security, loads of security, big like dudes, tattoos, like meathead dudes were like, no, you should have been here at 7 o'clock. It's like, you're really late, like there's nothing we can do about it. So I was like, who's the operations manager? Let's talk to them. And he was like, no, there's nothing you can do about it. You're gonna have to leave. So we're like, it's not cheap basically to have this pitch or this event. Then the guy came on what do you call it? A bit like a golf cart. It came on a golf cart. And he saw the A-Team van parked up in the distance. He goes, are you guys in the A-Team van? We're like, yeah, that's ours, we want to bring it on. He goes, bring them on. If they've got the A-Team van, they have to come. So the same people that turned us around had to then open up the gates and escort us in. And he was like, where do you want to park? He goes, park anywhere you want. And he was like, the best place is to park. And he put us, like, we were like, we want it in the prime spot. Where's the central spot? So he told us where it was. So we went from being super late to worrying that like it's raining, we're not going to get our money back, like we turned away, to suddenly we getting the VIP treatment to park this van right in the middle of the whole event. And we literally had the prime spot. And it was brilliant. We had a great day. It was raining a lot as well, so that was hard. That was just a fun experience. I probably wouldn't, from that experience, do an outdoor event anytime soon again, because it's weather dependent and we live in England, and yeah, it just wasn't fruitful in that sense. But it was fun. We spoke to a lot of amazing people. Like, you can see our content on our Instagram at Fifth Ray from that event too. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on that. The next thing I'll get like the events and stuff out the way, and then we'll come to like what's the level of growth that came after this, like, because the growth has been tremendous in such a short space of time. Bit of a tongue twister that. So after that, me and Gerge got invited to the Royal Ascot. I got this email. It's like, do you want to come to the Royal Ascot? It was part of a D2C. It was called D2C Live, basically, and I saw that email and it was like, VIP, come with us. We've got our own like area at Royal Ascot. It's basically a free event. You get to meet other entrepreneurs, other people in the space. I was like, this is a great opportunity. So we went in June. Had a great time. Met quite a few people, and it was boiling hot as well. So we had a great experience at Royal Ascot, and just the fact that we got invited to something like that, I thought it was pretty cool on this journey that we're on. And as soon as I came back from Royal Ascot, I was invited to speak at an event in Leeds, Sunday Self-Care, which was predominantly aimed at women, to be fair. They were all women and they were doing different things. They had yoga going on and manifestation journaling and like self-care with the body, and I got to speak about my journey with gut health, how Fifth Rate came about, and the moment I finished talking, because I had a table set up, everyone just came rushing, like, checking it out, drinking it, trying it, like, and it was really profound. People, my story, it pulls on people's emotions, because it's a very emotional story with my journey with my health. So that was fun, and it was in Leeds, my hometown, so that was cool as well. Because a lot of stuff I'm going to London a lot, especially in like May and June. Noops, who is my wife, she was like, you've been away for 5 weeks and you haven't been home I haven't been home for a full week for 5 weeks. Because I would come home for 1 or 2 days, then I'll be off for about 3 or 4 days, come home for a few more days, then go, and it was just becoming much, especially at the early days of starting this business, this brand, and trying to shift this paradigm to make people aware of the functional benefits of Cosmic Hue, which is our plant tea. So I'm looking over here because I've got my notes down. So after that, in June, I received an email to have the opportunity to pitch to Virgin Atlantic Airlines. Basically, it was to pitch to get Cosmic Hue on the flights, on the upper class decks, and I was like, I'm all over this. Someone who, likes to fly. I like a herbal tea. They give out tea and coffee as standard. Even if you try to buy it, bear in mind I sit in economy class. The goal is, and it's coming, business and first class flights as standard. I'm putting it out there, but I'm an economy kind of guy. And I would always ask for hot water, because in my bag I'd have my own tea, or just some tea bags, herbal tea bags that is, and I just make it myself, because they don't have any herbal tea. And when you're flying you kind of get bloated from the travel, the food on the plane causes bloating, you get digestive discomfort as well, people's nerves can be a bit up and down because of maybe a fear of flying. So like herbal tea, especially Cosmic Hue, helps lower them stress and anxiety levels in there with the adaptogens that are in the blend. So I'm like, me and Gerge were all over this, and yeah, we pitched to Virgin Atlantic, and they made it clear to like everybody who came and pitched the brand and the product that like you would hear from us for a long time, and all of a sudden you would hear. So no, we haven't heard back, but we both left it with them, we'll hear back when the time's right. Because it makes me laugh, because I've always said from the beginning, pre-launch, when I was, in the trenches building this, in the early days, like, Fifth Rate is going worldwide. And when Virgin Atlantic came, I was like, we're literally going worldwide, because the Cosmic Hue's going on these flights. And I have a Virgin Atlantic card with them guys anyway. I travel through Virgin as much as I can. So it kind of, the stars aligned in my sense. So, and so does Gerge as well. We're both Virgin Atlantic fans. So like, yeah, cool, let's make it happen. Right, so now that was pretty much June, as we were like getting into June, the growth just skyrocketed. In terms of percentage, I don't know, but the first, I mentioned it in the last video, the first 10 days of June beat April and May put together. So you can imagine what the rest of June did. June just was tremendous in its growth, so much so that we started looking at our stock levels and we're like, how are we gonna manage this? We were like, you know, to be honest, we ordered another 5,000 units before it really started to take off. Then suddenly in like middle of June to the third week of June, it just started to skyrocket, and we were like, we need more than 5,000 units. So we ordered the 5,000 units, put another order in for 10,000 units of Cosmic Hue. But then by the time we had these conversations and, you know, weeks were going by, we were like, we need to increase this to 20,000 units. So where we're at as of this moment in time, we've put an order in for 20,000 units of Cosmic Hue, and plus the original, the extra 5,000 that we put in prior to this, which have, I think we got most of it now. We haven't got all of that 5,000 units. We're waiting for a little bit more. Then we got the 20,000 units coming on top of that. Like, that's just to show you the level of growth. And we have been operating for now a little over 4 months. So in 4 months time, when I first launched the business, the minimum order quantity was 5,000 units, and I was like, well, that's a lot of units. I'm a startup, I'm trying to create a new concept of people drinking this functional hot drink for their better their gut health, energy levels and mood. But how are we going to do this? So I don't know if I'm going to sell 5,000 units. Am I going to sell it in a week? Am I going to sell it in a month? I'm going to be selling this for 2 years. So I negotiated 2,500 units, so they halved it. And I thought, okay, still seems like a lot. But as we kind of fast forward to now, 10th of August, we've ordered, in that time, after that initial order of 2,500 units, we've ordered 5,000 and then an additional 20,000 units. So while all this was going on, me and, well, I said me, because I was away a lot and I still feel bad about it, I left it to Noops, my wife, to pack the orders, because, you know, we were fulfilling them. I was doing them myself, you know, we were sitting there packing the orders, putting the thank you card in, printing the labels, you know, getting them collected, or actually physically going to a post office. And as it was growing so quickly, it became, you know, I spending a lot of time just like being chief parcel packer, packing these orders. And Noops, when I was away, was doing it, and she's got her own job, she's got her own career, she hasn't got time to be doing these parcels. So I was like, we need to get this into a 3PL now, a fulfillment centre ASAP. And so we started having them conversations, started having numerous calls with different 3PLs, and then me and Gurge went to go visit a site. And as soon as I pulled up and I looked at the building, I was like, this is the one. It was huge. It was like these Amazon warehouses that you see on the motorway, and I'm like, you know, I see myself, positioning myself as a big player in this e-com space from the get-go, with no experience in e-com whatsoever, and very little experience in business, to be fair. But to grow to a business that has then shifted into a fulfillment centre, we moved on the 8th of July, day after my birthday actually, and we launched on the 19th of March. We moved into a fulfillment centre on the 8th of July, which is, you know, rapid, and you know, I love it. I've just, to me, like, I used to talk to Noops and I used to talk to Gurge way before, like 6 months before we even launched. I was like, the goal is get it into a 3PL straight away. As soon as we get to that minimum order threshold that they need for us to allow us to be in a 3PL, is going straight in and just keep building, and then we can scale it as much as we can. And I actually was putting it out there, like, within 3 months we'll be in a 3PL, and it was less than 3 months, or was it 3.5? Either way, it was around the 3 month mark, which is tremendous. Exciting times, absolutely. And I'm just checking my notes, so bear with me. In that time, we've had content, so our Instagram as well, our social media has just blown up in that time. I just get like 50 to 100 new followers a day, and I just see it go from like 300 to 1,000 to 1,500 to 2,000 to 2,500, 3,000, 4,000, and we're at like close to 4,500 Instagram followers in the four and a bit months that we've been launched, and it's just continuing. And a goal of mine from a social media point of view is to get to the 10,000 Instagram followers. Like from a brand perspective, if you've got 10k followers, it just adds so much strength and credibility and a strong reputation with that. And we're just, I think by the end of this year we can get to 10,000 Instagram followers, and I'm grateful for everyone that is following and supporting, engaging positively with the brand. And even not so well, I appreciate everyone's feedback as well, because that's part and parcel. Like, a brand has to, I'm disturbing the peace a little bit here with the gut health industry, where we're just, it's, at the moment, it wasn't my intention from the start, but Fifth Ray is built off the back of my journey with Crohn's disease. People are seeing me on their Facebook and Instagrams telling my story of what I went through, and then expecting Cosmic Hue to work miracles on them. It's not really the case. Like, you still have to have a good lifestyle, you've got to have a balanced diet, and you've got to let it build up in your system. Like, I'll be honest, like, at first people were like, I've been drinking this for a week and it's done nothing. And there's a part of me saying like, but what did you expect it to do in a week? If I created something that can cure someone in a week, and a lot of people, I say this before I jump onto this next thing, there's a lot of people that have had it in a week or less and seen great results, which makes me super happy. But then there's other people who don't receive that kind of results quickly, and I don't see that as a norm, and they're like, it's not working. I'm like, you need to be drinking it for at least 90 days, 3 months, build up in your system. You've got, if you're trying to use it for its health benefits, then you've got some damage internally, you've got some other things to repair. That takes time. Healing, it takes time. If I'll be like a billionaire within like a week if this product would actually heal people that quickly, and I'll have big pharma knocking on my door as well, and not in a good way. They wouldn't be happy. I mean, it's just, I want to set the expectation, and I don't know how many people are still watching at 17 minutes in, but the expectation is, yes, it does support your gut health massively, but you have to be patient and be consistent with anything. I use the analogy of, imagine a snowball at the top of a hill, a small snowball, and you roll it down the hill, it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger and build momentum, and it gets faster and faster. That's like drinking Cosmic Hue. You've got to just let it build its momentum and get bigger, and in this case, like, do its thing, like, do its magic of reducing inflammation, healing the gut lining, strengthening your immune system, lowering your stress levels. Like, you might start to see signs within the 30 days, but 90 days is when you're really going to get the strongest experiences. And yeah, it's just about being patient and just building it into your routine. That's it. Like, drinking this just as part of your daily life. It is, and I think from my point of view, is the messaging needs to be clearer. To, like, the website's been updated to say, like, have it for 90 days basically, because people were like I said, within a week or even like 2 or 3 weeks are saying like, oh, I've tried it, it's not working. And I'm like, it's twofold. It's a drink that you should be including into your daily life, but like, do not expect miracles to, people are having it for Crohn's and colitis. I do not put out there that it's designed or to diagnose, to treat or cure anything, because, well, a lot for legal reasons as well, but I can't make that claim, and I do not make that claim, and Fifth Ray certainly doesn't make that claim. It's helped me in my journey, it's helped other people with them conditions, but to expect the drink to heal a disease within weeks, like, I would love that. I would love that. And it happens with people, because you read the reviews, like, we're getting so many positive 5-star reviews as well. I love it. I have a personal attachment to this, because it's not like it's a business where I'm like, all right, I'm making money and it's like I'm just looking at figures. I'm looking at customers' experience. How is it impacting? How is it supporting their health? What are they not liking about it? What's the feedback? How can we improve their experience? How can we ensure they get what they're expecting out of it as well? So when I see receive a 5-star review, I'm jumping up and down. I'm screenshotting it. I'm sending it to Gurge. I'm showing it to Noobs. I'm like, look at this person said this, or the comments of people saying really nice things. Like, I'm emotionally invested in Fifth Ray, and when someone who's like, someone who has an expectation that isn't being met, which might be unrealistic expectation of it helping them in 2 weeks, which it has for some people, but for the people it hasn't, I take that personally. I'm like, just please try it for longer. Just keep drinking it and just stay on course with it. Do not give up on this. But people don't want to, because it's already like, that it's like, oh, it's not working, so why should I bother? Go to the gym, lift a weight and see how much muscle you put on, or get on the treadmill once or for a week or 2 weeks and see how much weight you lose. It's the same thing. It's like building a muscle or losing weight. Consistency over a good period of time sees results. And this is a very long video, but I just want to round it off because I'm trying to recap what's happened, between like the last video, the 13th of June, to today, the 10th of August. And one last thing is that my founder story, I call it the founder story, it's me explaining I'm the founder of Fifth Ray and this is the journey I've been on and this is what I've created, Cosmic Hue. On Facebook, that video has exceeded 1 million views. And when I saw 1 million views on that video, I was like, wow, like my face and my story has been viewed over 1 million times. And that's one video. There's the Instagram one that's at like 300,000. Then there's a few variations which have their own views on it as well. So the content we're creating is the quality and the storytelling is getting better and better, and we're really like dialing in on all of that. The goal is to heal, to help, to support people on their own journeys, and I'm grateful that I have this opportunity to turn my own really tough, hard, tumultuous part of my life and turn it into a way where I can give back and serve others and to help them on their own journeys. But even if they do not even drink Cosmic Hue and you see my story and are inspired by it to give you hope, then I've done my part for yourselves and for humanity in that sense as well. And yeah, so as of now, we like a business point of view, like we're days away from a very pivotal milestone, and I'm excited about that. I mean, probably like a day or two away from it. Subscribers are growing tremendously.